Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is Tarot-blee Accurate. Thank you for tuning in. I apologize for my voice and for my face. I've been really ill the last few days. I'm feeling better now, but it just don't appear to be that way. So don't worry. You always worry so much. Anyway, it's become apparent to me that there's an immediate need for some of you out there to have this strange reading, which is a Maslow's pyramid reading. I don't typically do these, but let me reassure you, I'm going to get to the love readings next, and then after that, the stop, drop, and roll ones that you voted for on Facebook. So thank you for your input, for your votes on that, for liking my videos, for subscribing to them, for sharing them with your friends, for all of your kind words and support. I really appreciate it. And you're the reason why I do these. So here we go. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the psychologist Abraham Maslow, he had this idea that everything's a pyramid, right? That we have to have certain needs met before we can get to like our best maximum potential. So our bottom need is our physiological need. It's like having oxygen to breathe, food to eat, a roof over our head, like somewhere to sleep, or actually even sleep, okay? So until we have those needs met, we can't start worrying about our safety needs, our love and belonging needs, our esteem, and then meet our, self-actualization, or as Buddhists say, like your enlightenment, like being your best self and like having it going on. So with our pyramid, some of you are going to come in somewhere at the middle, some of you at the bottom, some of you at the top. But on and off, we move up and down the areas, like these areas of our life, right? And then the other thing is that it's never a bad idea to go ahead and reinforce those bottom parts, is it? So we're going to start at the bottom. We're going to move to the top. What's that? Is that like a Drake song? Started from the bottom, now we're here. That's where we want to be. We want to be at the top. Self-actualization. So we'll just go ahead and get started with that. We're going to see what we can do in our lives to meet or reinforce those needs so we can just move up to the top where we're super happy and feeling wonderful and great and everything. So here we go, Pisces, with our physiological needs first. Okay, at the very bottom of the pyramid. Our breathing, our food, our health generally. Page of Wands. So some of you just need to reach out and communicate with other people. But others of you, this is like a vacation card. Some of you need to go on vacation, but more than that, it's like eating more citrus. Weird, right? Always get that card different than everybody else. That's what happens when you read intuitively. Everybody's going to have different meanings for different cards, but definitely more citrus fruits. I mean, fruits in general, but citrus fruits specifically. And it says here that you have a challenge going on right now in regards to your stability in your day-to-day life. It's like everything's like a little bit wobbly. You're having a hard time getting everything lined up so that it's stable and unshakable. So how do we fix that aside from eating more citrus? That's silly, but it's clear. Just being patient, waiting. It's a bummer. Sorry, guys. What else can we do at our physiological level to reinforce it or to move on up to the next one? And we have the Six of Pentacles. So this is like not overexerting yourself, not giving more of yourself in any sort of capacity, more than you're receiving. So don't work harder than you're getting paid for. Don't emotionally invest into a relationship that gives you nothing in return. That's what we're at right there with your physiological needs. But as far as like your body goes, physiologically, don't be like this. Have you seen that show, Naked and Afraid? Where it's these people and they go out into the wilderness, like different jungles all over the world, and they have to survive. But they have to catch their own food, they have no clothes, they have like one tool. It's silly. Anyway, point is that a lot of people make this mistake where they overexert themselves, and so then they wear out all of their body's energy, and then they have nothing left to give, and they can't even fend for themselves. They can't hunt for food, they can't go gather some cashews, that's what happens. That's where you're at with this. So don't overexert yourself, okay? Now moving on to safety. So this is feeling safe. This is like feeling safe to communicate with other people. This is feeling like, hey, I have a job tomorrow. This is like planning financially. This is your health again. This is having people around you to support you, sort of, things like that. So this is definitely related to health. Like if you don't have your health, you don't feel safe at all, right? This is also like staying out of bad neighborhoods. Okay, so this is the Chariot in reverse, saying that, you know, things are just not taking off. And so maybe you don't feel safe, but maybe you're challenged to find the safety in that. You know, the constancy, is that how you say it? Maybe it's better to say consistency. The consistency of how things are can make you feel very safe and secure, knowing what to expect the next day. Okay? Queen of Pentacles. So this card here is saying, you know, focusing on your home life is going to make you feel very safe. This could be about decorating at home. This could be nurturing others. This could be making meals. It's kind of like creating a routine, being like very motherly, like that stay-at-home mom kind of card. That's how I take this. That's going to make you feel very safe and secure. Then moving on to love and belonging. Okay, so once we've met our physiological needs and then our safety needs, we can start to worry about attracting a mate and love and fostering our friendships and making new friends and all of that wonderful stuff. It's saying here, don't try to avoid things and sneak away without really addressing them. It's also saying, don't think about the past. The past was then, this is now. It's also saying, oh, you guys got a lot of stuff here going on. Slight challenge to really feel safe, okay, like we were talking about before. That stability. Now, you might feel like you're starting to move up to that area of love and belonging and then dip back down. You're going to move up and down the pyramid all the time. So go back and revisit what it is that you need to do to feel safe and secure in your day-to-day life, and then your luck changes. Your luck and love can change, and it looks like it will change so long as you're meeting those other needs. You know, this is like a turn of good fortune for you. And it's not one of those things where you're going to sit there and wonder what the right thing to do is, being very decisive about that. You have two cards in a row saying, I'm sure, I'm clear, I know what to do. And this could be in friendships, it could be in your families, it could be in your sex life, if that's different from your love life. Everybody's different, you know. So once you do that, we move on to esteem. So how you feel about yourself, your confidence, giving respect to others, being respected by others, your sense of achievement, that sort of thing. Knight of Cups in reverse. So maybe not putting so much emotion into this area of your life, like not counting on your work life or your successes to really build your confidence and give you emotional fulfillment. You need to draw that from some other place, is kind of what that's saying there. And then once you do that, then you have this like overwhelming like joy and happiness and all of this overflow of emotion. It's saying that maybe you're trying to draw your worth and your value and your respect from others from the wrong realm or area of your life, okay? So if you're trying to get that out of work, that's not where you do it. You do it on a more emotional level. And as a water sign, you should know that, you know? But we all fuck up sometimes. It says the star as a challenge here. So you're challenged really once you get here to your esteem level to think about what is it that you actually want. And like with the star card, it's so emotional. You see all of that water, you know? Water is about emotion, and it's like balancing that out and using your intuition, your natural intuition. This is a very like intuition card with the blues and the purples. So it's saying really focus on what it is that your gut wants, what your heart wants, what your emotions want. Not what you think other people want you to want, if that makes sense. Basically, I think what I'm trying to say for most of you, this is going to resonate different for everybody, but it's not about your career, okay? It's about what you want on a deep heart level. That's where you're going to get your self-esteem from. That's where you're going to build your confidence from. That's how you determine your own worth and how other people are going to look at you and go, wow, that person's amazing because they are so XYZ, whatever, okay? And then once we do that, we get to self-actualization. So this is where we say, you know what, I make good decisions. I'm a moral person. I'm creative. I'm spontaneous. Like, I don't judge people. I don't have biases or prejudices, and like I accept things for as they are, and you know, I'm happy and I'm open-hearted and blah blah blah. Okay, so how do we get there? How do we stay there? Kind of stuff. Make sure you're monitoring your thoughts. This is the wish card, but it comes in, this can be read a lot of different ways. Sometimes it just says, it takes a while for your wishes to come true. But the way that I'm reading it this time is like a double-edged sword, right? Like, law of attraction works when you're thinking positively, but also when you're thinking negatively. And sometimes you think you're thinking positively, but you're really thinking negatively. So a good example is people are always like, I don't want someone who cheats on me, and I don't want someone who lies to me. Okay, that's a really common one. But what are you saying? You're saying don't, you're saying cheat, you're saying lie. Okay? What you want to say is, I want someone who's honest, I want someone who's truthful, I want someone who's loving, I want someone who's loyal. Okay? So it's just reframing. It's rephrasing your self-talk, your thoughts, your actual speak, what you write down, things like that. Okay? That's how you're going to get there. What else do we have here? Page of Pentacles. This is, again, y'all stop worrying about money, okay? This is like talks about money. For some of you, it's like you think that that's what you want. You think you want material things. You think that you want to be successful and have all this money, but at the end of the day, that's not what's really going to make you happy, and the sooner that you realize that, the sooner you will be happy, okay? So, if, not to say that y'all are materialistic or anything like that, I'm not passing judgment, just telling you what the cards say. But if some of you are there, if that's what you're doing, like that's what you think is going to bring joy and happiness into your life, I'm telling you it isn't, okay? Now, if you'd like some help with your own personal stuff, feel free to reach out to me. All my contact information is below in the description box, but otherwise, see you soon for love readings and stop, drop, and roll readings. Bye, Pisces. Mwah.